such a sweet tooth, we also love our sweets to be huge. When it comes to gummy bears, they should be giant. We prefer enormous cookies and gigantic candies. Watch large versions of sweets in our new video. My friend enjoys her Ferrero, but she knows that I love it too. I wonder how she will react to my version of this candy. Add Nutella to Nesquik breakfast cereal. Mix it. Crush some of the cereal into crumbs and add to the mixture. Stir it nicely and let the mass harden in a bowl. Melt 18 ounces of chocolate in a double boiler. Add 4 ounces of ground hazelnut or some other nuts. Take the hardened mass out of the bowl. Turn it over and cover with Nutella. Put one more identical half on top, shaping a ball, and cover it with a melted chocolate and nut mixture. Wrap the candy with golden wrapping paper when it hardens. Decorate a baking mold of an appropriate size with a golden paper strip. Put in the giant candy. Print out a label and attach it on top. My friend even drops her candy when she sees my Ferrero Giant. A huge Ferrero is like hitting the jackpot in the candy world. We unfold the wrapper and bite off the candy. There is so much chocolate. We can't do without a spoon. Even two of us won't be able to cope with this gigantic candy. A tender macaroon is so delicious and so small. I wish I could make a bigger version of it. Thoughts are things. A big macaroon is already on our table. We will need a few sponge cakes of identical size. Sprinkle colorful sugar paste with powdered sugar and roll it out. Wrap the sponge cake with it. Fold the edges inside. Wrap the second cake the same way. Melt confectionery glaze in a double boiler and spread it over the sides of the third cake. It'll imitate a cream layer. Roll out the sugar paste to make a thin, flat strip. Fold it several times and roll it out to create a macaroon middle layer. Attach the folded sugar paste to the edges of the top and the bottom layers. Cover the cakes with condensed milk and assemble the macaroon. Put the cream sponge cake in the middle and the sugar paste cakes go on top and bottom. The giant macaroon has a royal look. The only thing left to do is to cut off a piece of it. One macaroon will be enough to treat all lovers of the delicate dessert. My friend promised to make a surprise gift for me. I love surprises. I'm looking forward to see what she's prepared. I tried to restrain myself from peeping. Well, I'm ready. Now you may look. Wow! Holy guacamole! It's a gigantic milkshake. I can't believe how lucky I am. Add 50 fluid ounces of milk to 9 ounces of raspberry jam or syrup. Whip it with a mixer. Beat up 5 ounces of whipping cream separately. Cover the cocktail with the whipped cream. Decorate it with candied fruit and marshmallow on top. Redhead adds a wafer cone to the cocktail. It's really hard to cope with this amount of whipped cream, even for a true sweet tooth. For starters, we need to take a cocktail straw. I choose the nicest one. I will name this gigantic cocktail Friendship because you can't drink it alone for sure. You need a friend to help you. This huge dessert will be enough to stuff both of us. There are airy marshmallows and colorful candied fruit here. Well, you shouldn't have touched my wafer cone. I saved it to enjoy the whipped cream later on. Look, what is it? Oops! My friend's nose is covered with the whipped cream, and I look like a unicorn. There are never too many gummy bears. My friend and I eat them trying to outrace each other, but the package is empty now, and we start fighting for the last gummy candy as usual. My friend doesn't want to give it up at all. Oops! The bear dies a hero's death, but what do we see? It's resurrected as a gigantic bear idol. Add water to fruit jelly powder. Make a highly concentrated mixture. Pour it into a bear-shaped silicone mold and let it harden in a cold place. Take the bear out of the mold when it hardens. It doesn't matter how big the bear is. We will cope with it anyway. We argue to the bitter end and draw lots for the right to eat the bear. Rock, paper, bear! At last, we meet halfway. We cut our giant gummy in half. Now we face a challenge of eating it. The one who eats it first wins. We tie after a persistent chewing fight. The plates are empty and the bears are over. A big tea party is going to begin. It's high time to bake a big cookie for it. Draw a grid on a honey cake to imitate the real cookie. Use a wooden skewer. Cut out the squares carefully. Score notches across the edge of the cookie with the blunt side of the knife. Cover the second cake with a thick layer of Nutella. Put the cake with the grid on top. Leave little cookies for the next time. We have the gigantic cookie. You can hardly hold it in your hand. A big cookie has only one disadvantage. You can't dip it into your tea because it doesn't fit into a regular cup, but it is easy to fix. Wham! Now it's a different story. Giant cups and a giant cookie is a match made in heaven. We will need corrugated tube and 2 pieces of foam plastic. Trace the diameter of the tube on the foam plastic and cut out 2 circles. Make a slanting cut on the ends of the tube and attach the foam plastic circles. Attach the tube to a white flower pot. This is the handle of the cup. Paint the tube white and put the cup on a white coaster. You can dip an entire cake into such a cup. As for the maxi cookie, you can easily dip it into your tea and crunch the yummy. I love juice. Which one should I choose? Orange? Yummy. Or cherry? I will mix different kinds of juice into one cocktail to solve the choice problem. Pour cherry juice into a wide container. Use a funnel and a slanted straw to pour orange juice on top. Put the straw to the side of the container. In this way, the juice will not mix, creating a separate layer. Put the straw into the middle and pour carrot and apple juice between the layers. Decorate the prepared cocktail with a slice of grapefruit and add straws. Well, you will get a year's dose of vitamins from the cocktail like this. It is not just healthy, it also looks lovely. It's the cocktail with an ombre effect. Blondie is amazed. It will definitely be enough for 2 of us. I treat my friend to it. This cocktail must be served only in a bar for giants. This is what we call a long drink. Redhead doesn't want to wake up. She pretends to be ill and lazy, but I know how to pull her out of the bed. She won't be able to say no. I will cook my signature awakening toast. Cut a loaf of white bread lengthwise. We will need the middle. Put 2 pieces, one onto another, and cut off the edges, forming a square. Put the bread into a toaster. Flip it over when it gets fried from one side. Spread Nutella over the big toast. There is a secret of enormous toast. The more Nutella, the better. I add a thick layer and go to wake up my friend. Redhead wakes up when she smells the toast, though she couldn't tear herself off the pillow a minute ago. My toasts are a universal remedy. Eat one huge piece and you will get better right away. Did you like our gigantic sweets? Then write in your comments which yummy you will make bigger. Will you bake a big cookie or make a maxi cocktail or amaze your friend with an enormous macaroon? And don't forget to give your thumbs up. Subscribe to our channel and click the bell so that you don't miss new recipes of the giant cuisine.